What's up lads, welcome to Oak Swamp and part 3 of the Leaf, a ratty roadster, where you find me right now next to a 35 Hillman special of my mate's Neil, and I'm just about to go for a run in this, but more on this later. So this week I'll be focusing on getting the brakes done, trying to get the clutch done and sorting some other bits out on the Leaf. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Right, so it's Monday afternoon and it's still raining after the weekend. Neil's here, being attacked by Mary Jane.
Somebody in it.
And my first job this week is going to be to shorten this prop up. And it's not much. I think the stud pattern's the same as well on the old prop end there. But I'm going to whip him off and get that ready for shortening.
Stay out there, bitch.
Nasty, isn't it? I need glasses, man.
Yeah.
Have you got any glasses on? Oh, fucking cool. Ah, there you go, HD's restored. Right, so that's where it's got to be cut off. So we have got to remove 2 inches.
50 mil.
This piece here is solid, right? It's a bit of forge.
Yeah, boy.
And that carry on to a down here.
Ah, yeah.
Right, so what we got to do is we got to cut this off, then cut the outer piece of this off.
So cut this weld off.
Yeah, and so this is what Ted's going to have to do. He's going to machine this, right, so it's completely square, and machine this at a cut-off point so it's completely square, and then this will slide back in again. So where's that mark there? So if we take him to about there.
Hello, this is Brian's little friend.
Fucking do it.
That's thin, isn't it?
There you go, that's where it goes.
Thin, man.
Now if you look in there, there's a solid bit, and we've got to get him off. So what I do is I cut right round this edge,
Yeah.
and then knock that bit off,
Yeah.
right, and then when it goes to the machine shop, he can machine this square, tap it together, weld it, that's it.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your Charlie. If this fits, it will be astounding because, you know, apart from a couple of inches, you know what I mean? That prop would have just gone straight on.
Is that all you got, mate? A couple of inches?
Yeah.
Oh, well. You can't have everything.
Wide. Right, here we go. Is it going to fit now, do you reckon?
Yes. Well, it's off this car, isn't it?
No, this is off a Bedford Midi, this prop shaft.
Oh.
Right, ready? There it
Oh,
goes,
yeah, perfect.
straight on there. Can you fucking believe that? Awesome, so that means that's the easiest prop shaft I've ever had to alter, to be honest with you. One cut, that's it, it's done.
Simples.
Give it to Teddy. Should we go down Ted's?
Let's go to Ted's.
Yeah, let's go down Ted's.
To live the dream at Ted's.
I hope I got the measurement right. This is Neil's apprenticeship.
Cutting the plastic off, like your bitch.
No, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed sharp knives, Neil. Hold on, let me just pinch her up so we got everything in place. If I'd have put the engine 2 inches further forward, would have fitted. We go about halfway, then it can go up and down. I reckon just there. So that's it, let's go and see Teddy Bear. I just wanna be... If you're new to the channel, you won't know Ted. Now Ted's
Like and subscribe.
Ted's got a little machine shop which I found whilst building the Rat just round the corner. It's unbelievable, I'd never seen it there. But I go down to him and he's a sound old geezer and he sorts out my little bits of machining. So that's where we're going to go now. So old Ted's family have been down there for about 100 years. And they started off as a bicycle shop and ended up as a machine shop. They're at lunch. Right, make off with a lathe, Neil.
Yeah.
Oi, miss. I've got a job for you, boys.
He's not here.
No, I can tell you though, can't I?
See Mr. Phillips.
What? Hello, Mr. Phillips. How you doing, boy?
Good.
Got a new one for you. Right, this is an easy one, sir. All right, boss.
How you doing? You alright?
How you doing?
Yeah, good.
New neck.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks fucking painful. Ooh, how many sittings?
3 so far. I've got another 2 to do.
Oh, that looks so sore under
The Adam's
there.
apple was.
Oh, look at the size of my Adam's apple. If that's a tattoo, that'll go off bang. Right, so what I need to do is shorten this prop. So machine that off just straight there.
Right.
And then this end, see the weld? Yeah. I just want the weld off so this slots back in again.
Alright.
Is that all right?
Overall length?
Borrow mark.
Just that mark there.
That mark there. There's a slider in it, so we've got a little bit either way. Will you get that in your lathe?
Yeah.
Brilliant. This is for the new project. Have you seen the new project yet? I started a new one. And I'll be able to take you out for little runs in this one because it's an adult sized one. Yeah, it's not so much of a go-kart. Hey, Ted's here.
Alright, yeah, good
How you
over.
doing, mate?
Nice to see you.
This is my friend Neil.
Hello, Neil. Yeah, it's just a matter of turning that bit off there, isn't it?
It's just got to be dead square, so when I tap that home, I know it's dead on.
But we could just have that bit there.
I'll do it now. Can I do it here?
Of course you can, yeah.
Right, we'll do it here now. There she goes. One on my head, you hit it. Yeah. Yeah. Go on. Go on. Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Lovely, that's it. There we go. Teddy will be happy for sure now.
Oh, yeah.
The UJ was US.
Even I knew that, and I know nothing.
I better take it to Teddy Bear, innit? Can you give me a price? Was he
going to give you a price, is he?
Yeah, I'd say. How much do you reckon he's going to charge us? Come on.
I wouldn't even need.
Go on, Glenn.
I wouldn't even guess
Go
what
on,
he charges
have
for
a
my
guess.
time.
Go on, Glass.
I could probably retire after a year.
How much do you reckon? How much is it going to be then?
40 quid.
What do you reckon then, Ted? Ballpark?
I should think you probably want to allow about 30 quid for
Lovely,
two
that's
bits.
brilliant,
I
mate.
think.
Look at Neil. That's brilliant. And I owe you. Thank you, mate. I owe you for drilling out my leaf springs the other day. Should we call it 50 with that?
Yeah, what was it?
You drilled 2 holes in the leaf springs. But
Yeah.
50 quid, yeah?
Yeah, that's fair enough. All right.
Excellent, thank you a lot. Thanks as always, Ted, boys. We'll see you next time. Having a little sniff around here, I found this Reliant UJ and it looks like it's going to be the one. Looks the same size. So I'm going to whip this bit out and see if it's the same size. Right, unfortunately, there's about 2 mil difference there. That's surprising, isn't it, really, considering this is a Reliant 850 one. And the other one's an 1800 and it's smaller. That's that job done for the moment. Next thing is going to be extended this drag link. Now I've opened them up and got a bit of a size, and what I'm going to do is run a bit of steel up inside here, split this, get it to size, then pin it and weld it up. And then we still got the adjustment on either end. That piece slides right nice up the middle of that, so if I take this to the end of here, which is there, I lop him off there, that fits straight up inside. Right, so I'm going to wang that off there, and then I'm going to take this one in the centre so I can use that at the other end, so it's adjustable. And then I've got to just find a bit of tube. Well, that'll do for a minute until I find a bit of tube that's that size. And to be honest, this is just to give it steering for a second. I've got still finish off this piece, but I'm going to get the brakes in today. Because of the position of the body, the brakes had to be moved further back. So I've made this bracket so far, which is just sort of in there for the minute. And now what I've got to do is I've got to make this piece sit in here, because you've got this bracket one side, and then I've got to make some sort of bracket that's going to come in here, finish here and bolt onto that, and then that'll take the handbrake there. Right, this first bracket, flat against the chassis here, and this went against the cross member. Now, there's no cross member there, so what I'm going to do is wind that one over, and then put another piece on with a couple of bolts on, so it's a 3-pronged thing. this isn't big enough to bend this piece of steel on here, so what I'm going to do, as it's 4mm, I'm just going to put a score line on and then bring them over like that, just so I get them in exactly the right place, and then I'll drop a couple of welds in afterwards, put the strength back in. There you go. These all run at right angles to the chassis, so that's what I've concluded there. And that's nice and free. And you clean this up in here. And then you weld this along here, because that'd be nice and strong like that. Another bolt to go in there, and that's that done. And I've got to run this thing through. Smell dirty to me. I feel you coming from a mile away. Rod here that goes to the brake. I'm going to just try, and it's going through a hole in the chassis. And we'll see exactly what it does. Right, so it nearly does. It just needs a little bit more of this out, so I'm going to buzz a bit of that out. Guess I'll have to follow you down to find a way around. My head's trying to keep her out. Let me find something to say. That was easy, I'll just clean that up a bit later. That's doing exactly what it's supposed to be. That's the brake's pretty much done. Right, continuing with this seat, I want an additional bit in there and there. So I've cut 2 more, and I'll just about weld them in there. And I'll make it a lot stronger and get big fat legs in it. It keeps me under, makes me, I guess we'll wait on for tomorrow. In time, I felt strange again. My brain all's in the last light. It keeps me under, makes me feel the same. Okay, this bit of ply I used for the seat was a bit fat and it wouldn't curl round on the seat base. So my mate Paul's given me a few bits of ply and they're all about 3/8. Cheers, Paul. Curls round like the bomb. It's a nice little hump up here, and what we're going to do is flatten that edge off afterwards. But that'll do for the seat. That's nice and tight now, and it's nice and strong, and it's nice and comfy. Right, what I'm going to do next, this is a clutch pedal off the Frog. It's quite a bit longer. Now if you look down here, there's the clutch arm. The clutch arm needs to move forward, so what I'm considering is having this lower, so as you push this, it pushes the clutch arm like that. If you look at that, look. Nearly got my toe.
Give me a taste of the medicine, a drink from your wine. I can't promise you it is.
Lovely. If this works, I'll turn that into a grease nibble.
Don't leave it to me, cause I won't be fine. I'll fool you. I'll fool you twice. The best is a few bits I need to get off my chest. Don't leave me alone. I'll abuse my body till I'm dead and gone. Oh.
So this is the bracket I made earlier for the brakes. What I'm going to do, this piece I've just tacked together there. I'm going to tack him on there like that, and then that should take the clutch for the minute, and we can see exactly if the lever arm's going to work.
I ain't doing wrong. Oh, leave me alone. I ain't doing wrong.
I was enjoying that cup of tea.
I'll drive all night just to get my fix.
Okay, I know this looks a bit sketchy, but this is the basic idea. I always try it out before I buy, if you know what I mean, before I get too heavily invested in it. There you go. I'm going to lower this down a bit because
I'll think I'm a drink before I think I'm a kiss. This fine tasting next to this beautiful disaster. My love for you compares to no other. Oh, please, sir, please, can I have a tenner? My car's broken down and my wife's in labour.
right, I want this shorter, and I'm going to put a split pin through here just to keep it in.
Won't spend it all on liquor and booze. Oh, these shackles are so deep, like a memory that just won't leave. I'll leave it when I'm dead and gone. Don't leave me alone. I ain't doing wrong.
Welded this one up because I'm happy with it. I'm not getting too personal with this build. It's going to be underneath and covered in oil and dirt before we know it, so.
Oh, leave me alone. I ain't doing wrong.
It's pretty effortless, that. Right, I'm pretty happy with this bracket as a whole, so I'm going to give it a tidy up, make it look a bit neater, because it looks a bit ooh at the moment. Start to bolt this in. I've got 2 bolts to go down the bottom, and that is that bracket. We're finished. These are 1924, these bits. How I like to chop them up. But what I'm doing here, I need a bit more length. Now I've got this other one which is more really up to too much because it's got too big a thing on the end. But it's the same size, so I'm going to put a little bit of this in here. That's what it's about. Well, that's what it was about. It's just about to be something else.
I'll leave it when I'm dead and gone. Don't leave me
Alright, alright.
doing wrong. Oh, leave me alone. I ain't doing wrong. Oh, leave me alone. I ain't doing wrong.
That worked out pretty good. It was easier than I thought it was going to be. A few more bits I'm going to do. I'm going to remake the arm down there because I've not really started on that yet. Right, just quickly before we carry on, I'd like to say massive thanks to everyone who bought one of my lovely Oak Swamp t-shirts last week. If you too would like to support the channel, get yourself over to my shop and get yourself one of these bad boys. We have some new designs in the pipeline at the moment, and we're going to be releasing some hats and some stickers and some other stuff, so keep your eyes peeled for them. Also, tip jar this week, massive thanks to Gaber Varga, Sean Allen, Paul Beckwith, Thomas Grox, over in France my pal Casper Van Appledorn, and our man Rangy Man down under, Chris Blades. Cheers boys. Anyway. What model is this, Morgan?
4.4.
You look
4 wheels, 4 cylinders.
The Rat's has got the same wheelbase.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Got to remember this was first made in about 1934, I think.
Were they?
Yeah.
That's where the designs come from, isn't it?
Yeah, the body shape changed a little bit in the 50s when they went for the streamlined nose rather than the vertical radiator.
I do like the lovely, comfy, worn-in seat.
Yeah, it's worn in and worn out, really.
How high is your seat's about the same height as mine, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's very low.
They're very, very close in. I think you're a bit lower than me, actually. I'm going to try and beat the rain and head down to Ted's in the Rat. Greg's going off in front in the Morgan. Right, I'm down with Ted.
Yeah, good afternoon. How's it all going?
And he sorted the prop out. Lovely job, Ted.
Yeah?
Did we make the 30 quid?
Yeah, it worked out alright.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thanks, mate.
Hope it all goes together and you can weld it and it'll be fine.
It'll be just dandy.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Sunday morning. I've come up to Neil's today.
What's that?
What we're doing is we're going up to Brooklands because there's an auto jumble on. It's forecast rain and it rained all the way up here. But before we go, we're going to go for a little blast in his Hillman. I've been dying to see this. I've seen pictures of it. It's what attracted me to Neil in the first place.
Not my sexy buns.
No.
No.
Not your Tarzan-y good looks or nothing, mate.
Oh.
Tell us a little bit about it, mate.
1935 Hillman Mink Special. It's 1185 side valve. It's got MOT.
Cool.
What else do you need to know?
Good enough. It's about 2 foot off the ground, which is useful.
Yeah.
Look at that under there, eh? Look, but it's all lovely and clean and painted and stainlessy bits and all that. But Neil's just about to start a new one, ain't you, mate?
Yes, with a 4 litre 100 horsepower.
Yeah, I've been excited about seeing this. I've sat in it already and there's loads of room in it. It's surprising how big this thing feels compared to the Rat.
In your hot man.
Right, here we go.
It's like a family saloon.
It is like a family saloon. Hey, we're flying! Me and Neil was... Hey, look at that! Me and Neil were talked about cable brakes
I love them.
quite a bit, and we decided no more hydraulics.
No. I've got about 15 psi on the tyres.
Yeah, I did that
Which
as
gives
well.
it a bit more like...
Feels comfy, man.
Yeah.
There's loads of room in there, isn't there?
The thing is, I don't want, I want it as a drivable car. I don't want a like bangy, crashy,
This is exactly how I want Leaf to be.
Yeah.
You know, just getting it dry.
It's a lovely little gearbox, isn't it?
It's cute, isn't it? That gearbox. Really
It
nice.
makes me smile so much more.
So what's your plans with this one? Are you going to keep this car now?
Yeah, I will keep it, and I'm going to use it sort of as a model for the new one, so I really like the shape a lot. And then really when I've done the other one, which my target will be taking a pen down, Sands next year, then this will sell.
The new one's going to be a lot different than this, I guarantee you, once you get your teeth into it.
Yeah, but I think that the general idea is if I get something near this, I won't be unhappy. And if I can stop the clutch squeak, that'd be really nice.
Oh, that's even. Get in there. So we're in Neil's Merc now, heading towards Brooklands.
I've never been to Brooklands.
You've never been to Brooklands?
No.
Really?
And the home of the motor car, possibly, according to the literature.
If you don't know about Brooklands, Brooklands was the first racing track ever in Britain. So all of these specials and all of this sort of stuff from the early 20s was all buzzing around there. There's still bits of the bank there and that, and there's a museum there now with aeroplanes, and I think there's a load of old motors up there. So we're going to go up, see that, and try and take a bit of auto jumble in. I've got to get a bulb horn. What you got to get now?
Handbrake.
Baby Concord.
You can't, yeah, it's a little one. It's a little silly model.
A little dinky, isn't it?
Go around the track.
Look, this is all, yeah, man, look at it. It feels 1920, doesn't it? I don't think we're so.
Concrete.
Nah, yeah, it will be concrete, won't it? But look at the fucking trees. Oh, I bet this is...
The trees are
No,
like
but look the way they're tucking in either side. The racetrack is like this, it's bumpy as fuck.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I think we're in the classic car place. We came the wrong way.
To go around there in one go.
You reckon? Yeah. Mercedes. That made it didn't know.
It's fucking amazing.
We're in, governor.
22 quid for this, it better be good.
22 quid for a boot cell with a pulse. Yeah, well, look what we found. How much are they?
9.50.
It looks too fat, man. Give us the long one.
Hello, Brian.
Hello, mate. And so I'm just talking to Russell in Sydney. How you doing, Russ?
How you doing? You alright?
Sydney. And what are you building, mate?
1936 Austin 7 Special for a trials car.
Oh, cool. And you're building...
I'm building a 1935 Austin 7 Ruby.
And how old are you?
14.
Hey, look at that. How cool is that? Yeah. Bringing them in young.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see you here, boys.
And Joe, yeah. And I always watch your pro. I always keep looking on it on a daily basis to see if the new ones come out.
Where you're going to be on it tomorrow. Cheers, boys.
That's a mix.
That's the mixed one.
My lord.
That's the mixed one.
Have you got any mammometers?
Calameter, you mean? That's that one there.
Ah, yeah. How much is that?
That works alright. That's 65, that one, but it does work alright. That's late 20s.
Oh, no, you're not having that. Is this your daily driver, is it?
It is more or less, yeah.
Yeah, good lad.
One of the 18s. That car's not real, surely.
It's the size of the rat, isn't it?
Is that how big a 35 is?
No, that's a toy.
That high off the ground.
Sexy, isn't it? Can you smell it? 4.5 litre. you taking the wheelbase? Oh yeah, man. Look at this fucker. Lovely, thank you very much, sir. Oh, Neil!
Oh, no. Oh, it's on the extra.
Look!
That's the seat upholstery.
That is exactly it, Neil.
And the rope's not original. No. It's on the gearbox up.
That is fantastic, man. I'm happy to be here just to see that, Neil. Oh, I don't know.
It's American.
It is. Delahaye 135. Oh, I want to get in it. If you don't know how a Napier engine works, this is how it works, like this, with the 3 pistons running off of one journal. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Yeah, baby. Look at the brakes. Look how involved that is. Look at all this bollocks going on down here. That's just for the handbrake. Oh, mush. Oh, I want to get in there. Yeah! It's got leaf springs. Fuck yeah! I found another motorbike with leaf springs. And it's an Indian.
But also knowing what inspector ever looked at.
So I broke the mould and bought a new horn push. Oh, I like that. Sounds like an ex-wife I had.
My ex-wife, yeah, so it's like just on my Hoover.
Yeah.
All he did was start whining and stop sucking.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Mr. Blue Skies. There you go, mate. Mr. Blue Skies. We're lads. How you doing?
Oh my God! Long way from home, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, mate.
You lot ain't though, are you? You're really not allowed to go up the track, but we're gonna.
Success.
Well, that was Brooklands, and that was a good laugh now, wasn't it?
I enjoyed that a lot. Thank you, Brian.
I don't know why he's thanking me, because he drove.
Oh, well. I've just been polite. English pleasantry.
I got myself a bulb horn, and Neil got himself a...
Hillman Minx bonnet mascot.
So we're heading back, and now I've got to go and pick some wheels up. So we've arrived at the place to get the wheel. I bought these wheels off of eBay for 20 quid. So here we go. These are Model Y, Fred, aren't they?
I don't know. Haven't a clue.
All right for 20 quid though, Neil, isn't it?
Oh, they're cheap.
Yeah, bargain. They're perfect. Lovely job. Thanks a lot, mate.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
I like that.
Ooh.
See, my special.
Oh, look at this.
It's fair. All it is so it's an aero mix, but it's not got the the rising board.
So it's 103 years old.
It's beautiful, man. I love this torpedo. Will
And
he
that is an overhead cam engine.
from the period? Look at that. Will he fire up? Look at the size of the rotor.
It's a nice grill shot, isn't it?
I love the whole car, man. I love 20s
I've got
cars.
2 of these.
Have you? SU on there then?
We put SU on it because it runs better.
I've been smooth. It's a bit of you, that is. Is that now tick over? Oh, that's nice.
Get in there, man. Get in there, it's love. I'm coming in with you.
A cigarette making
mate.
station.
Can you take us to Southampton, driver? God, quite hard, isn't it? Fuck that. Right, thanks a lot, Fred. Much appreciated, mate. Well, that's about it for this week, lads, I'm afraid. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a like and a comment below. If you're not subscribed at this point, hit the old subscribe button too. If you'd like to support the channel, please go to the tip jar, or better still, buy one of my lovely Oak Swamp t-shirts over at the shop. Also, massive thanks to Neil, Max and everyone else who appeared on the video this week, and my good friend Shoot the Duke for the excellent music. I'll catch you dudes next time. Hang loose. And I'm heading up to see my mate Neil, and we're gonna wear hats and coats and more on that later. This week I'm gonna be, what the fuck did I do? Finish the brakes. Right, sorry if I get the pronunciations. Sorry if I get your excuse my pronunciation. Sorry if I get the pronoun. So this week I'm going to be carrying on with the fucking, what am I carrying on with? We've been peanuts. The fucking. So this week I'm going to be carrying on with the brakes. I'm going to try and get the feet fitted. Sorry if I pronounce these wrong. Garber Varga. So this week I'm watching Neil push the trailer away on his own. Gabber Varga.